If life truly is your real career, then why do so many people feel exhausted, disconnected, and lost, even when they are doing everything right? Why does success feel empty for some? Why does love feel heavy? And why does living feel like something to survive rather than experience? If you felt something shift while listening to part one, it's because a quiet truth was touched. And today we're going to walk deeper into that truth, not to overwhelm you, but to help you finally feel at home in your own life. Why disconnection happens even when life looks fine. Let's start with something honest. Many people are not unhappy because their life is bad. They are unhappy because they are not present in it. They are physically here, but mentally elsewhere. Always planning, always replaying, always fixing, always chasing. So life passes and they barely feel it. When life becomes your career, presence becomes your main skill. And presence is rare because it requires courage. The courage to stop running, the courage to feel, the courage to stay. The habit of abandoning yourself. One of the deepest reasons people feel disconnected from life is because they learned, very early, to abandon themselves. They learned to ignore discomfort, silence emotions, prioritize approval, stay where they are not aligned, smile when something hurts. And over time, this becomes normal. So when life sends signals, fatigue, anxiety, dissatisfaction, numbness, they don't listen. They push harder. But here's the truth. Life doesn't break you. You break when you stop listening to yourself. Life speaks through feelings, not words. Life doesn't communicate with sentences. It communicates with sensations. Tightness in the chest, a quiet heaviness, restlessness, a feeling of this isn't it, a sense of expansion or peace. When you treat life as your career, emotions become data, not enemies. You stop asking, how do I get rid of this feeling? And start asking, what is this teaching me? That one shift changes everything. Why trusting life feels hard. Trusting life is difficult because most of us were taught to trust control. We trust plans, guarantees, timelines, outcomes. But life doesn't work that way. Life works in seasons, in redirections, in endings that don't make sense until later. So when something falls apart, we panic. We think something went wrong. But very often, something went right, just not in the way we expected. Control is not safety. Here's a quiet realization many people resist. Control feels safe, but it is exhausting. Trust feels uncertain, but it is freeing. When you try to control life, you tense up, you overthink, you resist change, you fear the unknown. When you build trust with life, you adapt, you listen, you respond instead of react. You feel supported, even during uncertainty. Trust doesn't mean everything will go your way. It means you believe you can meet whatever comes. Building a relationship with life. Just like any relationship, your relationship with life requires honesty, consistency, respect, patience, boundaries. You can't say you trust life while constantly ignoring your needs. You can't say you're aligned while staying where you feel diminished. A relationship with life begins when you stop betraying yourself to maintain comfort. Comfort is not the same as peace. Many people choose comfort over alignment. They stay because it's familiar. They tolerate because it's predictable. They silence themselves because it's easier. But comfort without alignment slowly drains you. Peace, on the other hand, comes from truth, even when truth is uncomfortable. Life will always push you toward alignment. The question is whether you'll listen gently or wait until it forces change. When life repeats lessons, if you notice the same patterns repeating, the same relationship dynamics, the same frustrations, the same emotional cycles, it's not punishment, it's curriculum. Life repeats lessons until they are learned, not to shame you, but to free you. You don't need to have it all figured out. One of the biggest lies we believe is, I'll relax once I know what I'm doing. But clarity comes after movement, not before. Life is not asking you to know everything. It's asking you to be honest with where you are. You don't need the whole map. You need the next truthful step. And that step often comes from listening, not thinking. Presence is the promotion. In this career called life, presence is the promotion everyone is chasing without realizing it. When you are present, you enjoy small moments, you respond wisely, you feel grounded, you stop missing your own life presence. Doesn't mean perfection, it means participation. How this changes relationships. When you have a relationship with life, you stop asking others to complete you, You stop chasing emotionally unavailable people. You stop fearing being alone. You choose connection instead of attachment. You no longer need someone to save you from your own existence, and that's when love becomes lighter, healthier, real. You stop measuring life externally. You stop measuring life by age milestones, societal timelines, comparisons, productivity and start measuring it by inner peace, self-respect, emotional clarity, alignment. You realize that a successful life is one you don't need to escape from. Life is not against you. This is important to say clearly. Life is not against you. Life is not delaying you. Life is not punishing you. Life is shaping you, even when it feels confusing, even when it feels slow, even when it feels unfair. There is intelligence in what unfolds, even if you don't understand it yet. The moment everything shifts. There comes a moment, quiet, subtle, when you stop asking, when will life start, and start realizing it already did, and you're in it. Not late, not behind, not missing anything, just learning. Living becomes simpler. When life is your career, you stop forcing, you stop proving, you stop performing. You live with intention instead of urgency, and suddenly, life feels less like a problem to solve and more like a place to inhabit. A final reflection. Let me leave you with this thought. If you treated your inner world with the same dedication you give to your job, if you showed up for yourself the way you show up for others, if you listened to life instead of rushing through it, how different would your days feel? Life doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present. It doesn't need you to know everything. It needs you to be honest, and it doesn't need you to rush. It needs you to trust, because this life, this moment, is not preparation for something else. It is the career, it is the relationship, it is the work, and you are already in it. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you feel connected with this content. Good luck, and stay safe.